Hello and welcome to part 2 of the Root tutorial playthrough. In part 1, I learned how to play Marquise de Cat in the Erie Dynasties. If you missed that video and you want to check it out, I'll put the link in the description below. In today's video, I'm going to learn how to play the Woodland Alliance and the Vagabond. So I've not played these before. You're going to be seeing my honest reactions to this as I figure it out, and hopefully that'll give you a chance to see if this is something that's interesting to you. Before I continue, let's mention again that this is a game designed by Cole Worley with incredible art by Kyle Farron, and it's published by Leader Games, and this digital version is made by Direwolf Games. All right, I'm really psyched about this. I had a lot of fun with the first part, learning these two factions, and I'm super curious to see what these ones have in store. So let's just get into it. Critters Unite! Learn to play the Woodland Alliance. The upstart Woodland Alliance wish to unite the creatures of the forest and revolt against their oppressors. They score by spreading sympathy for their cause across the woodlands. Okay, so who are their oppressors? Is it the cats and the Erie? Let's see. Being the underdogs, we won't start with any warriors or buildings on the map. Instead, we begin with 3 supporters that can spread sympathy tokens for our cause. Goals: spread sympathy 5 times. Okay, I love this already. Each clearing where we can spread sympathy has a supporter cost. And again, look at this art. Fuck, I love that. All right, spend a supporter to spread sympathy in the clearing below. Okay, spend a fox supporter. Where are my supporters? How do I spend them? So obviously it wants me to click here, but I just want to see what I'm doing. So I can zoom in. So taking a look here, I don't see anything that looks like my people. We've got Marquise de Cat hanging out, and that's about it. All right, well, let me click. Whoa, where did that come from? Where did that come from? We can spread sympathy multiple times in one turn if we have the supporters, so long as we expend from an existing sympathetic clearing. Okay, so I have this supporter here with a megaphone. I still don't quite understand where that came from. Is that what's going on over here? Anyway, I guess we'll find out. Select a second clearing to spread sympathy to. Okay, so I can spread sympathy from this place to somewhere else. Let's see if I can see where it comes from. Let's stick to the outskirts right now, although this is kind of closer to their keep, isn't it? Okay, let's move further away from their keep. Let's go this way. Cost rabbit. Is this little rabbit thing going to disappear? Yes. Okay, so supporters are down there, I guess. Nice work. Placing our sympathy scores us a victory point. Okay. Select your avatar to learn more about scoring sympathy. Okay, I love this fox guy. As we go higher on the sympathy track, gaining sympathy costs more supporters and scores more victory points. All right. So here's the sympathy track. I've currently have, I'm not sure. 1 sympathy? No, I don't know. There's a lot of weird numbers here. This is the cost of supporters, I think. How many victory points I get. Do I have 2 sympathy? Not too sure. At the start of daylight, sympathy contribute the suit of their clearing towards paying crafting costs, just like the Erie Roofs and Marquise workshops. Okay. Let's get crafting. All right. Here's the... Okay, 2 buttons. Here's a craft button. They want me to craft this crossbow. So I have... Sympathy contribute the suit of their clearing. So is this little rabbit guy, is this a sympathy? This is a sympathy token? He's a sympathizer. He's a supporter. There's a lot of terminology. All right. Anyway, I guess This costs 1 fox. I've got a sympathy in a fox zone, I suppose. So, okay, let's see what happens. That's a victory point, I think. And a crossbow, which I don't know what to do with yet. Use mobilize to turn the remaining cards in our hand to supporters. Okay, you can't hold more than 5 supporters until you build a base. Okay. Mobilize. Oh, look at this. Favor of the foxes. Wow, okay. So I have 2 fox supporters now. The revolution has awakened. But for now, it is time to rest.
Don't listen to this woodland rabble. Ignore this heresy. The Marquise is your rightful ruler.
Heresy. Heresy. Now, are they just going to stab this guy? What's the voice for this mouse?
Building support was just the beginning. Now it's time to rise up and revolt.
We'll see if I keep with that. I don't think I'm going to. Sometimes, once in a while. Select the clearing below. We must spend 2 supporters matching the suit of the clearing to cause the revolt. We're revolting? 2 supporters. Okay, so I do have 2 fox supporters here. We're going to cause a revolt. What does that mean? What? Wait a minute. A revolt destroys all opposing units, tokens, and buildings in that clearing? Then you build a base there with warriors equal to the number of sympathetic clearings in the same suit. What in the world? I just wiped out their village. Okay, so I got 1 warrior because I have 1 sympathetic clearing in that suit. Okay. We can only have 3 bases in the forest, 1 for each clearing type. Okay, so there's my fox base. I can also get a bunny base or a hare base and a mouse base. Ah, looks like an officer has arrived as well with our new base. An officer? Officers. He'll help direct our evening military operations. Evening military evening, not like middle of the night, but evening. Okay. Seems like a... Anyways. Spread sympathy phase. Okay. So... Can I do it? I wonder how many times I can do it. Well, let's spread... All right, it has a cost. Okay, so I've got 1 mouse, so I guess I can only do it here. You may craft or mobilize the card in your hand. It's up to you. Okay, what does this do? A visit to friends. It's worth 1 victory point. Let's mobilize it. You now have access to a number of evening military operations actions equal to your officers. What in the world is this game? Use your 1 military action to recruit a warrior. My 1 military action. What is all of this stuff? Oh my god.
Time to quell these rabbit rousers.
This guy loves these animal puns. Uh-oh. When an opponent moves warriors into a sympathetic clearing or destroys a sympathy token, it causes outrage. This forces it is outrageous. This forces your opponent to add a card from their hand that matches the clearing to your supporters. What? Okay, so he just moved warriors into my sympathetic clearing, which is a complete outrage. So he has to put a card from his hand into my I gain a supporter based on a card from that person's hand. Okay.
Outrage.
Oh, thank you. Okay. You are being attacked. Thankfully, the Woodland Alliance are masters of guerrilla war. When defending, you take the higher die in combat as if you were the attacker. Oh, that's good. That's a big deal. Wow, get wrecked.
We've been outfoxed.
Spread sympathy, craft cards, and remove enemy buildings to score 15 victory points and complete this scenario. Okay. Also, make sure I spread sympathy 5 times. No clearing to revolt in. Press continue button. Okay. No clearing to spread sympathy to. Press continue button. So why is that? So I could, okay, I've got wait, we've got sympathy here, here, here. Oh, because of the cost, it costs 2 supporters to spread it anywhere, and I don't have 2 of the same kind of supporter. Okay. You have a new daylight action, training. Discard a card from your hand matching the suit of one of your bases, which is Fox, to train an officer, allowing you to take more evening actions. What is this game, man? Okay, so this is gonna make an officer. What's this reserve? Officers come from the same reserve as your warriors. Beware, when this supply runs out, you can't recruit either type. Okay, so warriors and officers come from a pool of reserves, and I don't know how to get reserves. Choose an action. Okay, so I can craft, or I can... what's this one called? Mobilize, right? Okay, what does this do? Once in daylight, may look at another player's hand. I'm not super excited by that function, but it does seem thematic for what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Sort of like working in the shadows, like intelligence would be really helpful for a revolution, I feel. But I don't have the means, right? I think I don't have the bunny thing. Let's just try. I'm going to try to craft. Oh, it did work. Okay, because I have sympathy in this mouse area here. Okay, so it's hard a little bit to keep track at the moment of like sympathizers and recruits and all these different things, but we'll figure it out. Okay, once in daylight. Is that now? Select a player. I love this Marquise de Cat drawing. I really love that. Okay. Yeah, let's just do it. Okay, here we go. Marquise de Cat's hand. 2 command warrants. At start of daylight, may initiate a battle. Wow. Okay. Choose an action. Move warriors between clearings. Do I want to start doing that? I kind of have a stronghold here. I don't know if I want to leave it vulnerable. Where could I go? Yeah, this is too dangerous here. I think I need to keep my people. What's this? Recruit. Place a warrior at a base. Let's do that. Can I do that again? How many times can I do that? Two. So I have 2 nighttime actions, right? Because of my officers. I'm not sure if there's like a counter somewhere that shows that, but all right. Use the organize action. What is that? No clearing to revolt in. Okay. No clearing to spread sympathy to. I need more supporters. Okay. What's this? Train. Spend a card from hand to match a built base to gain an officer. Okay, here's organize. Remove a warrior in a clearing without sympathy to spread sympathy there. Battle. Attempt to remove enemy pieces in a clearing where you have any number of warriors. Okay. I need more supporters, right? What's this? Armorers. In battle, may discard this to ignore all rolled hits taken. That is pretty mega. What's this one? Better Burrow Bank. At start of Birdsong, you and another player draw a card. It seems kind of weak in a two-player game to just give us both cards. So I think that might be a good one to mobilize. Let me do that. So that I can spread some sympathy. I think I want to craft that one. Just as like a, so I think that's, yeah, that's a one-time use. I can discard it. Oh wait, I can do this again? Okay. Cobbler. At start of evening, you may take a move. Okay. Well, it's good to have this intel. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use it. Now, it's nighttime. I'm going to need another officer, I think, to get more nighttime actions. Okay, I'm going to recruit. And then I'm going to move. Or should I just do another recruit again? Let me do one more recruit. I'm just going to build up a larger amount of guys. Now my supply is running out and I don't know if I can increase it. Yeah, this is really tricky. Like, I'm not really sure what I should be doing. The interesting thing with the Erie Dynasty is it felt like I had very clear direction because of the way that the decree worked. It's like, okay, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this. This is a bit more open-ended, which is interesting. Revolt phase. Okay, why am I allowed to revolt here? And do I want to revolt? Yeah, because that'll build me a base, right? I don't know. It only got rid of one guy. So, I honestly... Oh, my supply is empty. Why is it empty? I thought I still had a few left in there. And I have 3 officers now? What just happened? Okay, I'm a little confused about what just went on there. No clearing to spread sympathy to. Okay, well, let's take another look at Marquise de Cat. Okay. I don't need that. Let me mobilize this. Now, what is Mouse in a Sack? It's a victory point, but I think I want another supporter. Okay, all I have is move because I have no units, I guess. What is this again? Remove a warrior in a clearing without sympathy to spread sympathy there. Okay, so I guess the thing with my unit limit is I have to like be bringing them in and out to do stuff, I think. All right. I'm going to move from here to here. Use the organized action to sacrifice a warrior for sympathy. Okay. But I want to attack here, I think. Well, wait a minute, though. Is it better to attack or is it better to get sympathy so that I can revolt instead and just wreck everything? I don't know. I'm going to try this. It's going to leave me with only 2 guys, but as the defender, that still might be good enough. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so right, that is how I get victory points, right? The sympathy. So I've got to keep that in mind. I can still attack, or I can now recruit because I've used up a unit. Okay, interesting. I don't think I'm going to attack. I think I'm going to recruit instead. We'll just keep this one base strong for now. Okay, your shared supply of warriors and officers is empty. You can free up room in your supply by using the organize action to sacrifice a warrior for sympathy. Okay. It's interesting, man. Press continue button to complete turn. Okay, I got a bunch of tea and investments by the looks of things. Okay, revolt phase. Right. Well, let's revolt here. Get rid of a warrior in 2 buildings. That seems pretty good. Okay. Nice. No clearing to spread sympathy to. Choose an action. Okay. I think I need to mobilize some more because I'm running out of supporters. What's this investments? Okay, that's worth 3 victory points. That's pretty nice. I don't know if I have the... I only have 1 rabbit clearing. Okay, it's telling me down here what I have controlled or whatever the word is. Rule. Do I rule this? Seems like not the kind of word the revolution would use to rule it. I don't know what they would say. We've liberated it or something like that. 2 victory points, 2 victory points. I mean, I do need victory points. 2 victory points seems pretty good. I don't know what the T is for, but you know what? I could just, I feel like I'm thirsty. In order to keep morale up, let's have some tea. Okay, and then I think we better mobilize somebody. That's 3 points, so let's mobilize this one. And we'll call it a day there. Yeah, I don't want to mobilize this, so let's move on to evening. Okay. So I want to move in here and revolt that place, I think. So let's move from here to here. Now I'm leaving myself a little bit weak. So maybe I just move in 2. I'm just gonna do 2. Okay, and then I'm gonna... Oh, I could have recruited first, maybe. Anyways, let's organize. Okay. Right. Yeah, I should have recruited first. Or I should have sent in 3 and then recruited. Okay, that was a bit of a mistake there. Where do I want... Let's recruit again. Here. That's kind of like my central base of operations. I want to keep that strong. Right, let's continue. No clearing to revolt in. Oh, because I don't have the mouse supporters. Okay. Spread sympathy, though. I can do that. So let's... Is it just there? Huh. So should I spread sympathy where where nobody has anything or where somebody has a warrior? Let's go in the back way. Let's establish a little rear area of support. Okay, so I want to revolt here, so I'm going to need a couple of mouse supporters. I only have 1 card, and that's my 3 victory point card. I guess I only need 2 victory points to satisfy that, which could be done with that card. There's another 3 victory pointer. Okay. So let me mobilize this mouse. I don't have another one, but... Okay, what else do I want to be doing? Oh, this is wild, isn't it? The birds are wild, I think? What happens if I mobilize that? Okay. We'll just leave it at that for the supporters, I think. Let's mobilize this also. Okay. That's an interesting card. Anyway, we'll leave it at that for now. Choose an action. We'll look at the cards because why not? Okay. Visit to friends. Fox Folk Steel. Again, incredible art. All right, let's continue. Choose an action. Okay. Move and attack are my choices. I can't recruit because it looks like I'm out of reserve. I guess I'll do a move and attack just to see. I don't really want to leave myself vulnerable though. Now, I'm wondering why I've been allowed to keep this. Like, has he just not wanted to attack? I feel like the Marquise de Cat has been doing kind of nothing. It's a little weird. Okay, so I'm going to be aggressive then, just because it seems like, I don't know, this guy isn't doing anything. So I'm going to take a couple of guys here. I'm going to move in here. And I'm just going to attack just to see what happens. Okay, let's put these warriors to work. I can discard this to get rid of 1 hit, but I'm not going to. All right, we traded 1 for 1. Look at my... that guy looking around. Okay, so I did not get a victory point for that, but I do rule the clearing now. Oh, and I can also recruit again because I just lost a unit. So that's actually, okay. That's interesting. So I can bring back this person. What a design. What a game design this is. Sold out? What? How do I have a card that's sold out? What in the world does that mean? Question marks. Royal claim in Birdsong. You may, I'm putting you in there. In Birdsong, you may discard this to score 1 point per clearing you rule. Whoa. Interesting. I have to discard a card. Oh, I have too many cards. Well, this thing is sold out, so hold on. But that's a good thing to recruit as a supporter, potentially. All right, I'll just get rid of this command warrant. I don't know. I got to pick something. No clearing to revolt in. Ah, so this isn't wild, I guess. But there are no bird clearings, right? So I'm confused what this bird supporter does. I thought it was supposed to be wild, but I guess not, because I wanted to revolt here. I thought I could use these two. Okay, that's disappointing. No clearing to spread sympathy to, because everything costs a lot. Can I use the birds for those as a wild? Okay. You drew a card that crafts a sold out item. Tap the supply icon to view the available items. What? Each item players craft is taken from the supply. Once an item is sold out, cards that reward that item can no longer be crafted. Okay, so I'm starting to learn a little bit more about items, which is good. Okay, so what's my thing? Crossbow. Yeah, there's no crossbow anymore. Okay. Discard pile. Okay. All right. Choose an action. Okay, so yeah, I don't know what. I mean, this thing is no good to me. Can I still get the victory point though? I don't know. It's grayed out. Let me try. Okay, no. So I can't just craft it for a victory point if there's no crossbow to get. Can I? I wasn't sure if I could craft that. Like this cost on it with the 4 question mark things. Does that just mean I need to rule 4 clearings? Okay, yeah. Earlier I thought that I had a little icon here showing me what I was ruling, but it was just like one of the things from the map near my character. Okay, still learning the UI a little bit. So next round, I should be able to get a bunch of points just from that card, which is kind of crazy. All right, let's mobilize something. Wait, can I craft any of these points cards? No. Maybe I could have. Hold on, can I undo? I'm still not entirely sure how this crafting thing works. Okay. No. Why is that? Because I don't have 2 bunny clearings, right? I've got 1 here. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so we'll keep with that one. And yeah, I only need 1 of those things. I guess I got to keep an eye on what's available. Okay, got 2 foxes mobilized. And again, I actually have no idea what mobilizing these birds does because there are no bird clearings. I wasn't able to use it here, seemingly. But I'll do it anyway and see if that ends up being something. I guess I might as well mobilize this, since I can't do anything else with it. Okay. We'll continue on now. I guess I could just spread sympathy down here. If I move this guy... No, let's move one of these into here. Just one. And then we will organize. Turn that guy into sympathy. That gets that gets us 3 victory points. Okay. All right, we did it. Tutorial complete. You versus Marquise de Cat. Okay. So, yeah, a whole different way to play this game that I still am wrapping my head around, but it's interesting for sure. Okay, let's see what's next here. Oh, look at these extra people here now. Is that because I picked up the DLC, so I'm seeing this stuff now? All right. Let's just jump right into the Lone Wanderer and see how to play the Vagabond. I'm still processing the Woodland Alliance there. But maybe, yeah, let's just get straight into Vagabond. Maybe we'll end up with like another practice game after. The wily Vagabond wishes to gain fame, or infamy, in the midst of this brewing conflict. He scores by completing quests for the creatures of the woodland and by aiding and harming the other factions. Look at this! Okay. Whoa, I'm in the trees. Your Vagabond character is represented by a single pawn that can move and fight like a warrior and begins the game in a forest. Okay. Being early risers, the Vagabond may slip between forests and clearings each birdsong. Let's slip into a clearing. Slip into a clearing? What does any of this mean? Okay, this is a... I'm in this forest and I'm gonna slip into a clearing. Okay. These are your actions. Your available actions are mostly determined by the items you hold in your satchel. Okay, items. It's time to finally learn what these items do. When an item is used to perform an action, it is exhausted. You can't take that action again until the item is refreshed in Birdsong. Okay. Ruins are scattered across the map that hold new items for a Vagabond. Explore the ruin in your space using your torch item. What? Explore. Okay, I got a hammer. Explore gained you a victory point and a hammer that can be used to craft cards from your hand. Move into the mouse clearing to your right to craft a card requiring that suit. Okay, so I can see these ruins here now. Each hammer you exhaust contributes 1 toward crafting cards. Wait. Each hammer you exhaust contributes 1 toward crafting cards with a cost matching the suit of your clearing. Collecting more hammers will allow you to craft more expensive cards. Okay, each one you exhaust contributes 1 toward... This sentence is a bit weird. But basically 1 hammer equals 1 icon in terms of paying a cost, I think. Craft mouse in a sack now to score 1 point and gain a bag item. All right, here's mouse in a sack. I'm gonna get a bag and a victory point. Okay, so I have a bag. The number of items you can hold is limited by the 6 slots in your satchel. 6 slots in your satchel, 6 slots in your satchel, 6 slots in your satchel, 6 slots in your satchel. I think I could have done that a few more times. Each satchel each bag you acquire increases the amount of standard items, sword, crossbow, boots, torch, hammer, you can store in your bag by 2. In your satchel by 2. So now that I have this bag, I can have 3 of each of these things. Is that right? The bag, coins, and tea items don't take up room in your satchel and provide their effect automatically without needing to exhaust them. Okay. Most of your items are exhausted, so let's end daylight and rest. Well, I have this attack. Why can't I attack this guy? That seems... It won't let me. All right. Fine. Fine. Okay, so I can see what items people have here, I guess. During Birdsong, you refresh 3 items. This makes their actions available again. Huh. I see the Woodland Alliance has a crossbow for trade. Slip into the forest above you to head their way. Slip into the forest above you. Okay, so I'm here. I can slip into this forest. Now move into the clearing sympathetic to the Woodland Alliance. Okay, so slipping into the forest isn't a move. Okay. Wait, what? I can go from here to here? Okay, that seemed far. What's this heart? You can give a card matching your clearing suit to another player in your clearing to improve your relationship with them. Give a card. Okay, so I'm giving a card to this sympathizer here, or supporter, or whatever it is. You must also exhaust an item of your choice to aid. Exhaust your bag. Okay, so the bag, it doesn't exhaust in order to provide its effect of extra cards in hand, but you can still exhaust it when you need to exhaust something for aid. All right, let me exhaust my bag to give the Woodland Alliance a card. If the player you aid has crafted any items, they will give you one in return. Now, do they choose or do I choose? Obviously, in this case, there's only one, but we'll see. Okay. Let's take a crossbow. I got a point for that. I got a love token over here.
Thank you for the aid, friend. Be careful with that crossbow we gave you.
Exhausted items always take up room in your satchel, even bags, coins, and tea. Oh, wait a minute now. And won't provide their effect until you refresh them. Oh. There's a lot to take in here. The crossbow can be used to remove warriors without needing to battle. You can even use crossbows to remove a building or token, so long as its owner doesn't have a warrior there. Use it now on those unsuspecting cats. I'm just gonna snipe these cats? Oh my god.
On guard! That wily vagabond is no friend of the Marquis!
Oops. I probably should have mentioned that killing enemy warriors will make them hostile with you for the rest of the game. Such is the life of a vagabond. Hostile for the rest of the game. I mean, it makes sense. Once an enemy is hostile, your infamy score... Wait, sorry. Once an enemy is hostile, your infamy scores you an extra victory point each time you remove one of their pieces in battle on your turn. Your infamy scores you an extra victory point each time you remove one of their pieces in battle on your turn. Okay, so now that they're hostile to me, I'm going to get points for killing them. However, you must exhaust an additional boot to move into spaces with hostile warriors. Use your sword to battle their weakened army. The maximum number of hits you can deal is determined by how many swords you have, even if they're exhausted. Okay, well, I have one sword and I have one... I guess I don't have warriors. It's just about how many swords I have. Get him! All right, got him. Press continue button to complete turn, okay? Outrage. Man, there's a lot of things going on in this game. Oh, he's attacking me. Okay, so what happens when I get attacked? This doesn't seem like a fair fight. Yeah. Choose items to damage. How many times did I get hit? Three times, I guess. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, I don't know what damaging those things does, but... Okay, so he's using bird supporters to spread sympathy. Maybe you just can't do it to revolt? Choose items to refresh. Okay, but they're damaged, so what does that mean? Many of our items were damaged in your last battle and are useless until we repair them. Slipping into the forest lets you repair all your items during evening and will protect you from being attacked on enemy turns. Okay, so I definitely want to do that. Okay, so this is one whole forest area here. Even though there's a river through it, doesn't matter. Okay. There are a few actions you can take in a forest. Plus continue to move to evening. All right, all my stuff is fixed. So this guy has a boot now. I wonder if I should go try to get that from him. Now that your items are in tip-top shape, you should be ready to take them on a quest. A bear is rampaging in a mouse clearing nearby. Slip there to see if we can help. What? What? Where's this bear? How do I know there's a bear here? What is going on? Select your quest action to see what you will need to fend off the bear. You have what it takes to fend off a bear. To complete a quest, you need to be in a clearing matching its suit and exhaust the items required. I started with a voice there. I decided against it. Choose a quest to complete. Okay, so I don't know where these quests come from. Fend off a bear in a mouse clearing. Items require torch and crossbow. Claim this quest and pick a reward, 2 cards or 1 victory point. Pick your reward. The victory point reward for each quest is increased by 1 for each quest you have completed in the same suit. Okay, let's go victory point. After you complete a quest, you draw a new one. You can review your 3 active quests anytime by selecting your quest book. Reaching the next relationship level with the Woodland Alliance by aiding them... Oh, reach the next relationship level with the Woodland Alliance by aiding them twice in 1 turn. All right. To improve your relationship... This game is hilarious, man. This game is hilarious. To improve your relationship to the 2nd and 3rd levels, you must aid 2 and 3 times respectively in a single turn. Like, there's so many different things being modeled in this game. You've got the birds with their, like, weird dictatorship, the fragile dictatorship where one false move, one misstep, and your leader gets deposed. You've got the cats who are just kind of like, the cats seem like the most normal in a way. It's just like, build a mill, get wood, build stuff, send warriors. Like, that part is very standard kind of, but you've got these this underground like resistance movement spreading sympathy and causing revolts. Now you've got this guy who needs to manage his friendships. Oh my god. Other players don't have to have items for trade to aid them, but you do have to give them a card. Okay. Each time you increase your relationship with a faction, you gain more victory points. When you reach the final level of your relationship, you become allied and earn 2 victory points each time you provide them with additional aid. Oh, wow. Okay, so I've been told I need to aid this guy, but I need to do it in a clearing. Okay, here's a mouse clearing, so I can go aid over there, I think. But I can't move there. Okay, I can't move there. Well, whatever, I can go somewhere else. Okay, let's go here. So my actions are based on my items. Okay. I can slip into somewhere. Well, am I just happy being here? Where do I want to be? Guard duty in a rabbit clearing. I have those items. Repair a shed? Okay, I'm just going to go here. I don't know if I should, but I just am. Okay, I want to aid this guy. Right, so I have to give him a rabbit card now. I guess I'll give him... Oh yeah, I gotta pick. Okay, I guess I'll give him this. And I have to exhaust an item. Looks like it's gonna be crossbow right now. Okay, I'll take this boot, which... Does that mean I can move twice now? Looks like it. Aid us again to show you are a true comrade of the Alliance. Okay. Well, I guess I'll do it. I don't love using that 3 victory point thing, but let's exhaust this boot I just got. This is tricky. Explore another ruin, complete another quest, and score 15 points to complete this scenario. Okay. Is there no ruin? Why is there no ruin here? There just isn't. Okay. Well, if I move into here... Okay, what's the quest also? Repair a shed in a fox clearing. You need a hammer and a torch. Choose a quest to complete. Oh. Well, I'm here, so might as well do that. I'll gain another... maybe I want cards? I'll gain a point. Okay. Now I can move here. Why can't I... Oh, okay. Did doing the quest actually exhaust those items? I guess maybe it did. Okay, so when it says items required, it's not that you just have to have them. Does it exhaust them, though? My hammer seems to not be exhausted. Why? Yeah. Okay, so right now what I don't understand is it's showing me I have a hammer that's not exhausted, but this is grayed out for some reason. Why is that? Oh, right. Because I'm in a fox clearing and all of my cards are mousy. I would have to be in a mouse clearing to craft them. Okay. Okay, they just had a fight. Cat just killed a fox. It's an outrage, absolutely. Okay, so they revolted in a space where nobody was actually there. Training has been done. This Woodland Alliance seems to have a lot of things going on right now. Okay, choose some items to refresh. Okay, torch, hammer. This one's worth 2 points. Maybe I don't want to do the quest in this fox zone. Well, let's take a boot and a torch. Oh, a boot, a torch, and a boot. I don't know. Okay, slip into somewhere. Well, explore a ruin. Well, there's one right where I am. So I could just not go anywhere, right? I forget. How do I craft stuff? Oh yeah, I need multiple hammers to craft things that have multiple costs, I guess. Okay, Okay, I'm just gonna not slip into a place. I'm gonna explore these ruins. I got another boot. Okay, so I've got lots of moving I can do. So I think, let's say I go in here. I don't think I can actually craft a card. But I do want to aid, because that's how I'm going to get a bunch of points, I think. All right, let's move. Costs 2 boots to move? Why is that? Oh, because there's a hostile enemy there, right? Okay. Okay, so we're just going to aid, even though I'm not going to get any items, but I'm supposed to get 2 points for each card, right? So we'll just feed this guy. Right. We'll just feed this guy everything. Am I getting points? I am, right? Okay. You are now... Oh, I wasn't allied yet. You are now allied with the Woodland Alliance. Each time you give them aid, you will score victory points. You may also command their warriors in your clearing to move and fight on your side. What? What? That seems insane. Okay, so I reached that 3rd level because I aided 3 times in 1 turn. What in the world is going on over here? Your satchel is overcrowded. Choose items to discard. Oh, because I exhausted my bag, I guess. Okay, well, I have a bunch of boots. I'll get rid of 2 boots. Okay, and I can refresh 3 things, right? Oh, look at this Woodland Alliance getting wrecked. It's outrageous. Holy mobilizes. Okay, items to refresh. I need to complete another quest, right? Where am I? I'm in Bunny Zone. Do I have any bunny quests? Yes, logistics help, and that's worth 2 points. I need a boot and a sack or a bag for that. Okay, so let's go boot, bag. What else? Crossbow? Let's just like shoot a guy with a crossbow. No, I'm happy here. Okay, let's do this quest. Logistics help. Okay, we'll take 2 points. All right. Now I want to crossbow this guy. Okay, I thought I was supposed to get a point for removing his units because we're hostile. No? Maybe I have to use the attack to do that, or maybe I misunderstood that. Anyway, I've got nothing else I can do, so end turn. This cat is doing a lot of stuff, I feel. Supporters are spreading. Royal claim. That's a look at the points on my opponents here. 18 points, 13 points. So I don't think there's a way for me to lose this scenario. It's just as long as it takes for me to get to 15 points, which I should be able to do this turn. Giving aid also would do that, right? I've got aid I could do here. Another quest could do it. Okay, so let's see. To get 2 victory points, I would need to give a speech in a rabbit clearing. Can I do that? I mean, I could go here. Can I slip into that clearing? So in order to do the quest, what do I need? Oops. I need torch and tea. I don't have tea, so I can't actually do that. All right. So do I just aid? Can't aid here. I don't have the right cards. I wonder if the sappers, or sorry, if the birds are wild in terms of aid. Can I use that anywhere I go for aid? All right. Okay, I'm going to do this. And this and this. I don't know. Okay, let's slip in here. And we're going to do some aid, I guess. Oh, no. Wait, this isn't who I want to aid. Oh, no. That guy's hostile to me. Okay. Well, I might as well shoot one of them, I guess. Wait, could I have just blown up a building? Okay, so that turn was a real bust. I don't want to aid that guy. I mean, I could get items from him. Maybe it is worth aiding your enemies just to get items. I don't know. I don't know, but I kind of messed that up. Look at the points on marquees. Oh my god. Outrage. Revolt. I think in the game is a race to 30 points normally, right? So I would definitely be losing this game. Okay. The crossbow doesn't seem to be doing what I thought. Yeah, maybe I actually have to fight to get victory points. I don't know. Oh yeah, I forgot about that thing where I can control the Woodland warriors, which is nuts. Okay, let's refresh. I don't know. Let's refresh these. Now, okay, I want to aid. I could go here and aid 1 and maybe 2. Let's try that. Okay, so I can aid wild. All right, let's do it. We'll exhaust this bag. And there's 2 points. Okay. All right, so I should have been able to do that round. Oh, they're so disappointed. They're so disappointed. But I look very pleased, I must say. Tutorial complete. You versus Marquise the Cat and Woodland Alliance. All right, so that was the first 3-player game that I played. Look at the smile on this guy. Well done. Okay, I was wondering if this would happen. Tutorial complete. The tutorial is complete. Put your knowledge to the test in challenge mode. Let's go. Wait a minute, what is this? Challenges. Standard, the clockwork... Okay, hold on. Normal game against 2 easy AI. Okay, no, I'm not going to play a full game against the AI in this video. The point of this was to go through the tutorials, learn how to play the factions, and just take a quick look. So that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss anything else that's coming out. Thank you very much for watching. You can leave me a comment. Let me know, you know, which of these 4 factions is your favorite. I'm kind of curious about that. So far for me, I still think I enjoyed the Eerie Dynasties the most. These other 2 were interesting, but I'm still kind of wrapping my head around it. Where the Eerie Dynasty, I felt like it clicked. I kind of got what was going on there, and it seemed very cool. But really excited to try out more of these factions. You can also follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/bludgeon, and I will see you next time. Take care.